So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Come on in. We've got stuff to do today. There's no doubt about that. Happy to have you here today. You know, I have a problem, though. I was in the kitchen talking to my wife the other day, and just on something, I don't know what it was, about the podcast, actually. And she goes, well, I've heard 3 of your podcasts this week. I mean, I like what I'm hearing. And I was like, you listen to 3 of my podcasts this week? My wife hasn't listened to 3 podcasts in our time together, and 3 this week? She goes, yeah, I'm really enjoying them. I think you're snooping on me. She's coming into my world now. I'm a little afraid to talk to you today because I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know. I'm scared. I need to remove the fear of change is what I need to do, because she's changing my relationship with my wife. I'm allowed to come in my studio and talk to you, motivate you, and say what I want to say, and my wife doesn't know about it. Is that naive to think? Probably, but anyway. So we're going to talk about removing the fear of change today, which is going to be awesome. How you doing today? It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. Every single day, the world's simplest success recipe. Stand up, take a sip, repeat. Just do it until you get what you want. And this show is really designed for that. This show is for you to come over here and not be some boring motivation show. You know what I mean by that, right? Yeah, I'm just going to go that far. But have a little fun, to be a little bit off base, to sometimes make you laugh a little bit, make you go, what? Where'd that come from? And in between the lines, say, wait a second. That's kind of a life-changing 2 seconds he just said there. I would invest 9 minutes to get 2 seconds of life change, wouldn't you? I would. Absolutely. So that's what we'll do today. Good to have you. My name is Scott. Thanks for stopping by today. Everything me, you will find at motivationtomove.com. All spelled out. The resources, the free stuff, the coaching programs, everything I do. So if you're curious, what's your next step with Scott? Should you be thinking, well, maybe Scott can help me build a hit podcast with over 130 million downloads, millions in revenue, and 5,000 plus episodes over a 20-year period, a true podcast dinosaur. Maybe you're thinking about that. Go to motivationtomove.com. I bet I can help you. Oh, by the way, there's a tease for something coming up pretty soon. So if you're into that, hang on. Talk about change. Removing fear of change, if you will. Let's just call it that for the moment. We'll make up something else a little bit later on down the road. But I woke up this morning, I had this realization that life-changing events are looming in my future. Have you ever felt that way? You wake up out of bed, you're like, oh man, it's coming. That's good if you got, I love expectations. I love my anticipation engine, a concept I love to live by. I've taught for years and years and years of having something to anticipate that's good for you. But I don't know. I think there's a lot we all anticipate. It's just scary, right? I kind of woke up with that stuff today. I don't know why. I kind of need to wrap my head around some mindset adjustments before I kind of move into these life-changing things that are happening. I think all of us have made some big decisions in our lives, though. And by the way, for those of you who are going to say, Scott, what's going on? It's nothing major. Don't worry about it. It's dramatic license for a podcast, okay? It's just little things. Like, it's okay. I'm going to get 25 phone calls. All of us have made decisions in our lives that if we did, would change our world overnight. Everybody's made a decision like that maybe has changed your world overnight or has the potential. You can remember the good ones, you remember the bad ones, and you're still hoping for the good ones, aren't you? Do you hope and make a good decision? Wears you out. They call it decision fatigue, by the way. It happens. Decision fatigue can be fixed by full clarity. If you don't have clarity, you're going to be fatigued. It's just going to happen. So we need to fix that. Are you getting married? Or are you going to stay single forever? That's a decision, right? It wasn't for me. The math was pretty simple. I just moved to Fort Lauderdale one day. Hot girl, tan, blonde eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes, wore a bikini most of the time. I said, good, I'm going to marry her. Yeah, I've grown a lot since then. Could be accepting a new job in a strange town. That's scary. Could be making the decision to keep your job remote or having to go back to the office. That's a new one these days, huh? Happening. Talked to a girl yesterday, back to the office 3 days a week, praying it's only going to be 4. I get it. A lot of people got hired for jobs on remote. Now it's changing. Change is scary, isn't it? It doesn't matter how excited you are. It doesn't matter how well you have justified your upcoming change. It doesn't matter how adventurous your spirit. Life-changing decisions feel like, wait for it, here's a boomer moment. Evel Knievel jumping the Snake River Canyon. Y'all remember that one? It was such a dud. It really was. But I was young enough to see it on TV, and it's like ABC's Wide World of Sports. Evel, yay. Oh, it didn't work. But it feels like that, right? I mean, if you were going to strap yourself into a rocket, imagine a 1970s-ish rocket, right? It's probably 1980 near. Imagine that. You're going to strap yourself into a rocket. And you got this just tacky little leather suit on, and you're going to be shot across the Grand Canyon. It wasn't really the Grand Canyon. It was a Snake River Canyon. But they made us think it was a Grand Canyon. So in most of our books, that would be called stupid. We wouldn't do that. It would be scary, right? But that's what change feels like. It feels like sometimes you're Evel Knievel strapping yourself into a rocket, shooting yourself across the canyon only because you know you're going to get television revenue. It's amazing what we do for money these days, huh? That's what people say all the time to me. These days. I chuckle. I've been shekels around for years doing that. But there's one thing I know for sure. Life is all about getting from where you are today to where you want to go tomorrow, right? It's about transformation. I know that. Hopefully it's not in a rocket to go across the canyon, but it's about that. It's getting from here to there. It's building a bridge from here to there. It's the transformation from what you have now to what you want that excites growth in your lives. That's how it works. So what is the uncomfortable feeling that you have in your gut when this happens? I'll say it again so you hear that, okay? What is that? Answer that question for me. What is that uncomfortable feeling you have in your gut?
I see you.
Avatar: Fire and Ash is now streaming on Disney+. It's the film critics are calling the best Avatar yet.
Yeah! Go, 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 go!
A true epic and completely jaw-dropping.
This is the only pure thing in this world.
Return to Pandora on Disney+.
It will be an adventure for the whole fam.
And watch the Oscar-winning phenomenon at home.
This is sick!
Avatar: Fire and Ash, now streaming on Disney+. Rated PG-13.
Every one of us views ourselves as who we are on the inside, our identity. You know who you are. If you looked in the mirror and had to, you know who you are. It might take a couple glasses of wine to admit it, but you know who you are. Since current life is real and the future is not realized, it's fictional, feeling apprehensive, don't you think that might be a natural response? That's why we do something called a transitional identity around here to get you from here till tomorrow. It's pretty much as it sounds. I've always been a hometown person, but now I'm learning to become a citizen of the world. That's a transitional identity. You don't have to be this person. You don't have to be that person. You're the person in between. I've always been single, but I'm becoming the best relationship person I can be. My future spouse deserves that. I'm not a single person. I'm not a married person. I'm working in that direction. I've never climbed this high on the corporate ladder. Now I'm climbing, becoming a leader that everybody deserves. I'm not there yet. I'm here where I am right now. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to be there. So I'm just going to find something in between to help me get there. It's a powerful, powerful transition. And what it does is allows you to transition your identity, which happens slowly over time, but sometimes we need a little bit of help to get there. Sometimes if you want to lose weight and you got 100 pounds to go before you get to fit in that little black dress that you're going to look so good in, and your husband's going to think that you look awesome, and you're going to appreciate your husband in that little black dress after a year of dieting. And then the guy across the room is going to be looking at you, and you're going to think, that feels really good. And then you're going to notice your husband's looking at the guy across the room looking at you in that little black dress that it took you a year to get into. And trust me, if you want to lose weight, what you're going to do is pay attention to the guy across the room looking at you and the look on your husband's eyes when he notices how good you look. That is a transitional identity that I could live with all day long. Let me just pause for a second and just, my head, my mind, where did that come from? It didn't come from me. It's coming right through me. As your future becomes real, your transitional identity, it transitions, right? You just gotta leave what's behind you and you go to the future. In my Face Your Passion coaching program, we call that building a peaceful base. That's the foundation for today. And you just get comfortable with today, and then we build a peaceful base for tomorrow. So we get kind of comfortable with what we think it's going to be. We feel good about it. And then we build a bridge from here to there. We transition across it, and we use these techniques to kind of help you get there. It's kind of a neat idea. To find out more about that and everything else I do, my headquarters on the internet is motivation2move.com. Everything I do goes up there eventually. If you want next steps to work with me, go there, you'll find out. I'll see you tomorrow on the final daily boost of the week.